Hi guys. Tom and me actually came up with this amazing idea of showing you guys how to build the perfect rally lead account step by step. This will include what research to do, what gear to make, what champ gear to make, and how to end up where Tom is right now. Well, obviously without the money part, right? That's still on you guys. But it should get you there over time, right? So let's get started. So we will assume that you did your research perfectly, unlike Tom, because he got gem harvesting, so you shouldn't do this. It's useless might. Nothing in defense except for like if you really want to do some basic stuff. Like this is not a whole lot of might, but you shouldn't really do it at all, except for if you are one of those people that used to trap on their account to begin with. You will want to make some of these to be able to have some trap losses on your account, so you get rallied more often, right? Other than that, don't do it. Military, obviously you have to do all of this. It is insanely necessary. It is this last part right here is not a lot of tomes, not a lot of might, so it is very, very useful, and you should do it. Monster hunting, this is up to you guys. I don't know. Do you want to hunt monsters level 5? Do you not want to? I don't know, man. That's up to you guys. Upgrade defenses, shouldn't have anything. This is very basic. This is like no might whatsoever. As you guys can see, like it's whatever, right? Obviously, this right here, me and my wife always fight over the subsidies. I find them very useful. I think that they are really nice to have. She thinks that they are useless, but I'll leave that one up to you guys. If you do or not, or do not want to get it, it's up to you guys. I also think that this quick swap right here is a big quality of life type of thing, and something that you should get if you're rally leading. Getting them up to 10 is very, very nice. You don't need to have them past 5. Past, like, if you get it to 5, you're already good to go, right? Continuing down, army leadership. I would suggest that you do this. This is very, very useful. The debuffs are going to show very, very like fast. You will realize that you're doing more damage on forts, that you are hitting players harder and whatnot. So I would highly, highly, highly suggest that you do these, right? Especially because you also get the army stats from this part of the tree, right? Military command. So this is something that you can skip on. This is mostly quality of life stuff up here, other than breakthrough. But all of this is quality of life, so you can live without it. If you're going to be a very, very active fort lead, if you're going to be fighting forts all the time, this is insane. 10% fury, battle fury army attack is nuts. You can live without this though. This is only a few stats, so you can live without this. Going down to familiars, anything past level 4, past pact 4, useless. Completely useless might, and it's insane how fast these stack. Do not do it under any circumstances ever. If you're going to be a serious fort lead, you need to have 5 slots. So up to you guys if you think that you can do it with 4, but I would suggest that you do all 5. They are insane again. Sigils, you will want them. They give stats as everything else, and if you're going to be a serious fort lead, you will want them as well, right? Obviously wonder battles have to do that. Tier 5, guys, nobody wants to fill a rally lead that doesn't have tier 5 on their own. Get your tier 5s done. And last but not least is the new tree that we just got, which brings in new debuffs. These debuffs are nutty. They are amazing. You will love them. They are 169 million might. So with all of this research right here, you will end up with around the old maxed research might. The old max research might was 1 billion and 90 million, right? So looking pretty good there. This is what you should be expecting if you get all of this done, right? You guys really shouldn't get any kind of quest might at all. It's very, very useless. It is something that you can live without, and I would really, really highly suggest that you get your level 60 done in a different way, right? This quest might right here that Tom has is 1.1 billion, 1.1 million tier 4s that you're carrying on yourself all the time without being able to use them. So I would highly suggest not to get it. So let's say that you are working on your research slowly, right? You're getting it done one by one. You should start off by making your champ gear, right? What I would suggest is, oh no, sorry, we do need that one, is making this, or actually, hold on. What you guys want to do is make this first. You want to make a 5-piece champ set gear with 3 ambrosial cups. This is around the point where you will start doing a lot of fort battles. It is considered a breakpoint, where you separate normal leads from people who are able to do forts. This kind of setup, obviously with different rules in the cups, will be able to push you far along, right? Once you hit this breakpoint, I would highly suggest that you stop making champ here, and that you start focusing on your stars. Stars are very important. They go a very, very long way, and it is something that you should definitely invest in. Okay, so the thing is, they are not something that you should just yeet. They are something that you have to do methodically, something that you have to pay a lot of attention to, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to explain, well, I will explain, you guys will listen, what route you should take. So there's a certain few skins, like this one right here, this one, and this one. They all give 2 troop type attack stats. They are very, very, very important, guys. They are super important. What I would suggest you guys do is get all of these to level 4. You get them to 4 stars first, okay? Once you get them to 4 stars, you will start working on these kind of stars, on these kind of castle skins. The ones that give you singular attack stats, but they do give attack stats. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have the older ones, which are 5, 6, and 7. These are the castle skins that you have to get, guys. They are very, very important. They all give you attack stats, and they are something that you cannot live without as a fort lead, right? It is something that you cannot live without. It is stats, and stats are amazing. Passive stats are very, very, very important. So you will want to get all of these, the ones that have attack on them, to level 4 at least to begin with. Once you do that, you can start getting the 2 attack stat skins to level 5s. 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. Okay? So, let's say you guys finished all of that, right? Let's say you are a 5-piece that has all of these skins done. Obviously, you can do these kind of things alongside each other. I would suggest that you, in the meantime, while you're working on your stars, also slowly but surely get some sigils done. Now, I know sigils cost a lot of money, they're very hard to get, but getting at least blue sigils will go such a long way. They will go such a long way, guys. It is 3% per, so that's 24% stats that you are getting from sigils alone. I would highly suggest that you get your sigils done to at least blues, because they are amazing. Do not get yourself into a position where you have, I don't know, 5-8 pieces champ and no freaking sigils to begin with, okay? Very important stuff. Okay, so let's say you have around 65 to 70 stars, real stars. No fake stars, no easy stars, guys. They are a waste of time and money, because the money that you're spending to buy the skin and the time that you're spending waiting on the star scroll rotations, you could be investing that into getting an actual castle skin, one that gives you attack stats, right? Even if it's singular attack stats, it is still attack stats. Do them first. Don't be a monkey, okay? So, let's say you have your sexy, amazing 5-piece champ gear, okay? Let's say you have your 65 to 70 stars. Guys, it is time. It is time. You're focusing on forts, you're really pushing hard, but there's something missing. You can't really go cap phalanxes on 4-2-4s versus 4-2-4s because you're lacking the cav stats, right? Where do you get the cav stats? You get them from the accessories, guys. You start working on your accessories 1 by 1 by 1. Okay? Now, I know I haven't mentioned this yet, but as far as your other, like your left side champ gear goes, there's not really a set way to do it. What I would suggest is getting the chest plate done to gold first. It is very important. At least, if nothing else, it gives you a good quality of life, and it helps you keep your bags very healthy when it comes to the food, right? The sooner you get it, the better it is, right? Right after that, get your boots done. Inf champ boots are the biggest upgrade you can get going from non-champ to champ, as far as stat goes, as far as look goes, because Jesus Christ, look at them, guys. Whew. After that, get your offhand. They are pretty cheap compared to everything else. They are very easy to get, and they bring a ton of stats. Champion helmet is the next, then the sword, and then the chest plate to mythic, okay? So you have this done, and you get your accessories 1 by 1 by 1, right? I would suggest that you get 3 fates or 2 fates and 1 valor, depending on if you plan to get 11Ks or not. I think that, well, at least in my opinion, in my experience so far, 1 valor and 2 fates seem to be working quite nicely if you're not planning to become a 24 champ piece with 3 of these cuties, 3 11Ks, okay? Up to you guys. Don't make RGB accessories, 1 of each, very bad. Make fates and either 2 fates and 1 valor or 3 fates, okay? Okay, we got that sorted out. So, you're there, guys. You have your 8 pieces champ, you have your 70 stars or whatever, right? And now, what do we do next? So, the thing is, this is something that is personal preference. I would suggest that you start slowly working on your other champ pieces, okay? I would suggest that you start working on a 442 set as well. These two are lacking jewels because they were moved around to the 424 set, but disregard that, okay? Just making these 3 pieces will make you be able to go for 4.2s, right? You will still want to keep your accessories. They are still very good, okay? Depending on what you're exactly doing, who you are fighting and whatnot, you might need to rejewel 1 or 2 of them, but that's about it, okay? So let's say we have this done. We have now 11 pieces champ, okay? If you don't want to take this route, you can also take the route of slow rolling your sigils slowly up to purples and start saving up money for your 11Ks. You can live life and fight forts without 11Ks. You for sure can do it. I have done it many times. You can beat maxed accounts without being maxed yourself. The problem is, it makes it so much easier if you have them. It makes it so much easier. I'm sure most of you guys who are watching this video, people who are playing this game very actively, playing this game successfully, I'm sure you guys know of certain deals, ways how to get them cheaper, how to get them easier. There's aptoids, there's whatnot. Do it. If you are serious about it, do it. The 11Ks are insane. They are insane. Once you are done, or while you're doing it, while you're saving money, start working on the army stat castle skins. This one is it's not, I can't say that it's cheap, but it is not super expensive. Both of these actually. If I remember correctly, this one is just a bit more expensive than the 2 attack stat ones. Just a bit more expensive than this one. It's a ton of attack stats. It's insane. 10% army attack is nuts, as well as is 10% army HP, right? Something that I forgot to mention, guys, the order of getting 11Ks, it is totally up to you. The way I would do it would be Shapeshifter, then Dark Magister, and then Light Fever as the 3rd one. What it does is, well, this obviously depends if you're buying them all one after another, or if you're like waiting some certain time in between them, right? It would take too long to explain it, but you want to have a second range hero in your 4-4 marches. So getting Shapeshifter, because she is the best, because everybody and anybody is mostly doing infant cav based stuff anyways. So Shapeshifter is definitely the best one, followed by Dark Magister, because you need a range hero. You need a second range hero next to Songstress for your fort stuff, right? So I would suggest to get Dark Magister second 11K and then Light Fever as 3rd. Okay? Now we have that sorted out. And now you guys are a, let's say 90, 95, depending if you did the OG castle skin or not. 90 to 95 star, 311K account with 11 champ pieces. Where do you go from here? It is very hard to upgrade. There's not a whole lot that you can change, that you can do to improve. It gets very wonky, right? And you get dizzy thinking about what to do next, right? The best way to improve is these bad boys right here. It is getting army jewels. They are very expensive, but I can tell you guys, it takes around, well, depends how lucky you get, right? If you get very lucky, you can get a full set of 8 for around 10 to 11 grand. If you don't really get lucky, they are around 16 to 17 at the worst for a full set. That's almost guaranteed, with like the guaranteed worst drops, give or take, right? So, well, that's without the discounts, right? With the discounts, it's cheaper, so don't get scared, okay? The army jewels are insane, especially because this new research that was added, guys, it doesn't affect them. It weakens troop stats specifically 1 by 1 in range and cap. So your army attack doesn't get debuffed specifically, right? It makes them much better. I would say that they are very, very important. Much more important than getting the last 40 or 50 stars or whatever it is in these useless castle skins, right? Like, this is, once you get to a certain point where this is the only thing that you have left to do, then you do it, right? But they are really, really useless compared to other stuff, right? I left this one out on purpose because sadly the Joker skin is a pain. It is a very big pain in everybody's wallet and whatnot. Do it, don't do it, do it, don't do it. You have to do it. In the end, you'll always have to do it. If you're going to be competitive, you always have to do it, guys. You always have to. It is one of those things that you cannot live without, and one of those things that you have to do. In the end, you just have to do it. Now, there's obviously more champ pieces to be made. There's more stuff to be done. But past the 11 pieces that we just talked about, most other stuff is mostly just quality of life, right? Like getting the cav and the inf chess pieces, guys, let's be real, it's mostly just quality of life. You can live without this, right? Just to be sure though, just to be safe, you want to make this one. You want to make the ranged chestplate, guys. It is much better for forts than these. For the stage that you guys are going to be at the point, right? You should always make this one first. I don't know. I think that I managed to cover everything. If I didn't, please leave a comment in the video down below. Especially leave a comment if I did do everything right. If you guys agree, please let me know. I would love to hear back from you guys. I will start doing these kind of videos a lot more. Please let me know what you think, and until the next one, bye.